Good morning, travel friends. Today is October 27th, and welcome to On the Radar. Look at this. Look at this. We got a whole production going on right now. I am so excited about today's show. Listen, this whole idea about this travel morning show came to me about 3 weeks ago. Each given week that we pass, like it has changed and progressed each week. And I spent all weekend trying to figure out how I can make it bigger and how I can, make it quality and fun and stream everywhere. So right now, hopefully, this is gonna be a trial show. We're gonna see how this is going. So I'm gonna be taking my time to just see how this is going. But we're supposed to be live right now on YouTube. We're supposed to be live on TikTok. We're supposed to be live on Facebook. We're supposed to be live on Instagram. Actually, let me go ahead and check real quick because I could do that. I could check to see if we're live. And hold on, let me see the chat because I have a chat here too where I can talk to y'all or I can see what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on. We're just going to test and see if I can see if it's live. I hope that it is. Let me see. You guys are seeing this in real time. My husband's calling me talking about take the sticker off my face. No, sometimes things happen. This is what happens. No, we're not taking this off. Star Patch. I'm not seeing that it's live. Well, I'm not seeing that I'm live on TikTok. Anywho, I don't know. We're gonna go on with the show. But yes, guys, welcome to On the Radar. Today is October 27th, and it's the 27th day of the government shutdown. The government is still shut down. And I've already said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I feel like this is going to be the longest shutdown in history. I do think it's going to go beyond Thanksgiving. And I think that we need to get to terms with what's going on and really start planning for, travel during this time. And with that being said, I just want to go into what's going on in the world right now with these, essential workers not getting paid.
Take a look above there, folks. This is what working 6 days a week as an air traffic controller gets you. A $0 paycheck. Do you think it's acceptable for your air traffic controllers to be unpaid and to work for an IOU when they're such in a safety critical position? I sure don't. Contact your government officials to end the shutdown and get us paid.
You know what's so interesting about this is they are mission essential personnel. TSA, ATC, of course CBP, but CBP is being paid. And I can't ignore the fact that CBP is being paid and the others are not. And I believe it's because CBP is entangled with that immigration situation that's getting all the illegals out. And I believe the Trump administration was like, listen, we do not want to lose hands with the mission of getting these people out. So we're going to find some money somewhere and pay CBP. CBP actually received their paycheck. And there was a press conference with Secretary Duffy, and they asked why weren't these other, agencies paid, and they were like, they don't have the funds. I don't know if that was Secretary Duffy or if that was the press secretary, but one of them said that. And my thing is, if you don't have the funds for this to get, how did CBP get it? The funds are there. You just didn't want to allocate it to this. And the issue that I'm seeing right now is the urgency doesn't seem urgent because air travel is still moving. It may be delayed a little bit, but it's still moving forward. Okay, so like the planes are still departing. There's still people. The cancellations are not increased because of this right now. You have CEOs of airlines like Delta and United coming out and saying that, the government shutdown is not impacting them. They're not seeing any negative impacts because of the government shutdown. And they are kind of right. They're not. And it's going to really take, and I've seen a lot of comments about this, which I don't think is going to happen. It's going to take a very large volume of these individuals just not going to work and just letting the system crumble within. Because as of right now, they are still going to work. It might be less, but they're still going to work. The TSA lines may be long, but people are getting through, and they're getting to their plane if they get there earlier enough. But ATC is they are understaffed severely. The people who were trying to become a controller, they don't want to become a controller anymore because they're seeing what's going on with the government shutdown. They don't want to go through that year after year, potentially not getting their money. And we're just finding ourselves in this weird time that we're not going to see any change because it's not really hitting the pockets of aviation just yet. And that's a problem. So right now the issue is when you go to the airport, you're most likely going to wait in a long TSA line. Those individuals are calling out. And I put out a video yesterday. And pause for a second. When I put out the video, a lot of people be like, oh, the line's not long. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from the source. I'm hearing this from the source. Listen, all I got is my voice and my credibility. So when I come out and say something or share something, just know that I got some news from somewhere that's a credible source, and I'm sharing it with my travel friends. Okay? And with that being said as well, I wanted to show you guys this. Hold on, let's go ahead and... How do I do it? Okay, see, we learning in real time. Bam, we gonna go there. Okay. So TSA officers and air traffic controllers are relying on airport food pantries. This is very true. I'm thankful that a lot of people are stepping up to give, some type of relief to these TSA officers and all federal, furloughed employees, especially the essential ones, because they need it right now. And this government shutdown is way different than the other one. I don't... The economy seems worser, but they are saying that the economy is great. So but it's evident that this government shutdown is different. And people are really struggling. But if you guys remember, I started an initiative to raise funds to, give gas to these officers, specifically in Atlanta, because they cannot get to work. They can't get to work. And when I did that, there was some naysayers saying some negative things about what I was doing, about me raising this money for these individuals. But I just want to show you guys that the good people, the good folks over there at the Washington Post gave me a great shout out saying Caleb Harmon-Marshall worked as a TSA officer during the last shutdown in 2018 and understands the struggle to stay afloat with no income. To help his former colleagues at the Atlanta airport, he set a goal to raise $10,000 that he will distribute as $50 gas gift cards. Now, you think if I wasn't doing something right and that this money or whatever wasn't going to be going to the people that it's supposed to go to, that the Washington Post will be posting this? I just want to put that out there. Thank you so much to the Washington Post for the credibility and, sharing a good cause. And with that being said as well, I want to show you guys where we're at. So we have raised a little over $1,500. We're a ways from our goal of $10,000. But whatever we get, we're going to make it happen. I'm so thankful that we have raised $1,600. This is great. And these people are showing up for these essential workers. We need some more people to show up so we could get these gas cards to them. We have 7 more days for this fundraiser campaign. And I will do what I have to do to get this money to these individuals so they could get gas and they can continue to come to work, because that's the issue. They can't come to work. Something so simple as coming to work they can't do, which is really, really sad. Hold on, because I'm getting messages. I need to verify something. Let me verify something. Because I don't see it. Okay, I do see it there. People are telling me they can't see it. It's not live. Well, I'll go live right here. It's supposed to be live. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. Okay, moving on forward. What do I have for y'all? Oh, did you see those people down there in Atlanta where they were fighting about they were fighting about the rudeness of the employees? I want you guys to check out this video of this Delta flight attendant who went in on this Southwest gate agent because of the rudeness. Let's get into this.
That's ridiculous in this ghetto, and it's because it's Atlanta, and y'all don't have no respect for customer service. Y'all need to clean it up. Clean it up. Because I'm just taking a flight, and I don't have to take Southwest. I can take Delta. No, because she disrespected me for no reason. No, first off, put your hand out my face. You are something. You ain't nothing. Where your name tag at? You ghetto. That's ridiculous. You make it Atlanta. That's why they told me not to come here. That's why they told me not to transfer and not to move here. Because y'all are ridiculous and ghetto. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't do that. I carry myself with professionalism. I'll take Delta back home. We have a flight, but I'll take Frontier. I'm not going to be dealing with y'all. That's ridiculous. Delta, Detroit, and Baltimore don't have no type of ghetto type of act. That's ridiculous.
You're from Baltimore.
Yeah, I know y'all from Baltimore. That's ridiculous. Atlanta got to clean it up. Because this is supposed to be
Atlanta got to clean it up, child. That's what he said. Atlanta got to clean it up. First of all, I love Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, but it's a hit or miss in Atlanta. Sometimes you get great customer service, sometimes you don't. But for this person, this Delta flight attendant, to say this while in uniform, first of all, Delta has gotten, of course, because this video has gone viral, they're in it now, and I don't know if he was, fired or whatever. I don't know what his situation is right now, but you don't want to do any of that kind of stuff in your uniform, because these people, they will come after you when they see you going array on social media. But I just want to know, do you guys feel like the customer service is here in Atlanta, especially at the airport? There's mixed reviews, child, but we'll see what comes of that. But that was so funny. I had to share that. Okay, we got a crisis right now with the people over there with the makeup wipes. Listen, if you're traveling and if you're using this specific makeup wipe, you might want to stop using it, because they said that the stuff got bacteria and they recalling it and they don't want you to use it anymore. Let's get into this latest update with the Neutrogena.
To the index of other news, Neutrogena tonight recalling makeup remover wipes due to an infection risk. Neutrogena recalling its ultra soft cleansing towelettes in packs of 25 and 50. The FDA tonight saying the wipes may be contaminated with a bacteria that could cause serious infections, including sepsis. The recall affects 1,300 cases of these wipes shipped to Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. To the index of
So I know a lot of people who, when they travel, they use these wipes, and it's really scary to know that they're being recalled right now because of bacteria. So if you're using Neutrogena wipes, I guess throw away the ones that you have. And this is bad for the company, because I wouldn't even use these again. After getting news like this, I'm not going to use it again. I'll just go get another wipe or whatever. But we might have to go transition back to just a regular soap and water. Our grandparents did it. Our ancestors did it. We got all these cosmetics and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of this stuff, something is wrong with it. But, that's the generation we're in right now. Another update that I want to give you guys is regarding Airbnb. I'm team hotel. Me and my husband, we never really stay at Airbnbs. I would stay in an Airbnb if it was like a large party, or it's like a nice villa in somewhere like Cancun or Turks, something like that. But normally I would stay in a hotel. But I want you guys to know that Airbnb prices are going up beginning today because they have given this new fee structure where they are charging the host 15%. And now the host, to combat that 15%, they're going to be charging probably inflated prices for their stays. So let me go into this so you can see what I'm seeing. Today, hosts and guests both typically pay service fees. As a result, you set one price, but your guests pay at a higher price that includes their service fee. So on October 27th, hosts who manage prices using property management or channel management software will switch to single fee. What does this mean? Today, as of like what used to be, it was a 3% host fee, but now it's going to a 15.5% service fee will be deducted from your price to calculate your payout. Now, this is great for the guests because now you will be able to see the total price of your stay. But regarding the host, now you have to try to figure out a way to up your prices without pricing yourself out of the market. So you'll be seeing hosts increase their prices with their their locations because of this. So I just wanted to put that out there so you guys are aware of what's going on with that. And if you do see higher prices, this is why. Okay. That is really what I have for y'all today. And I know it was short and quick because I needed to test this out. But I am also doing a government shutdown travel pack. I'm going to be putting it in my newsletter. Make sure you're subscribed to my travel newsletter, Gate Access, because I'm going to put that in there. It's going to have a little bit, some tips and stuff of what you should be looking for or looking out for regarding this government shutdown. Like, can you trust wait times? I'm going to tell you right now, you should never trust the wait times that's listed on the airport. They're never really, it's a good guide to know where you can start, but they're never really that accurate. And the best thing that you can do is, look on TikTok, on social media, because they're going to tell you the truth if they're waiting in these lines or not. But I always add 15 to 30 minutes to what I see on the website of the airport because that's the truth. They're not going to want to display really large or heavy wait times because it just looks bad. But yeah, with that being said, I need to figure out if this stuff was playing on all the other things because I can't see nothing and I need to figure out how to see this stuff. But right now, the best place that we could watch this show is on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to having guests come on here so we could chat with them about, some things in travel. I'm looking forward to having special days of the week that we focus on certain things. And, this is a vision of something that happened 3 weeks ago. And we're going to see it through and get better with time. With that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow.